There's 5 reasons why I love you and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81, Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington side. I had one hell of a time, it's rock and roll to life.
Shout out to the Green Tea team. Good to have everyone back in here for this edition of the video log. We're going to be looking today at the UN Agenda 2021 in 2021. We are living this year that they wanted to fully implement their UN Agenda 2021 and why they need 9 more years and they have extended this out to Agenda 2030, which is effectively 8 years now because we are well into 2021. And it is really, they are looking and they want a more controlled and monitored society, a more top-down, globalist, dictatorial type government. And we are seeing it with this pandemic situation. The dictates from the UN and their health arm, the World Health Organization, which is influenced by Gavi, the Bill Gates Global Alliance for Vaccine and Immunology. They are pushing these dictates and mandates through from their Death Star, and you can see it right through the West. All of the Western democracies are in lockstep with what these globalists, how they want the communist contact tracing, the mass vax narrative, the removal of travel and the vaccine passports. All of these things lead to a more controlled, a more monitored and a less free society, all in the name of keeping us safe from the V word 19. And there is a reason. They have been trying to get Agenda 2021 fully active since 1992, and then before that they have tried to implement these types of regimes on the free sovereign beings of the world, and they have not been able to do it. They are not even close to being able to do it because we're in an ascension period. We are moving towards a freer, more enlightened period of evolution, and all of this goes against that and takes is deferring power and deferring freedom to these unelected, unaccountable, unjust and corrupt bodies. No one trusts the UN. They are bribed, they are unelected, unaccountable, and yeah, no one trusts them or the World Health Organization. They have, their PR is in the toilet. And they want to bring in, and we can see it, anyone who argues this, the communist contact tracing. Previously we could travel to a country, we could get off the plane and with full autonomy and freedom wander that country, visit people, go anywhere we wanted, and no one would know until we jumped back on the plane and headed home. If you had turned your phone off or turned the location off, you would be a free person traveling as and where you wanted. Now they want people who are traveling and moving around. They want to know everywhere you've been, every person you've seen, every movement you have made. They want monitored and overseen by some dictatorship type bureaucracy to keep us safe from the V word 19 pandemic. And also the push for the cashless society. So you've traveled to a country, you've traveled somewhere, and then you are now, every transaction you make, every cent you spend is monitored. You have, and that the global elites who control the systems of monetary, the fully digital system, which we know and see is being pushed on us in the guise of money that is unsafe and dirty, they will have the control, and they can turn the flow of that money off when they deem fit. check out the Chinese social credit system. They monitor everyone. They can limit where you go, what you spend, who you see, all based on your social credit from the technocratic unelites. So they are trying to instill this system, and this is their Hail Mary pass, their Hail Mary play, because they are seeing that there's so many people value their freedom, liberty and sovereignty, their sovereign rights. They do not want to take a knee and sit at the feet of the technocratic, all-knowing governments. They want to live their lives and be able to benefit, prosper and seek happiness and fulfillment of their own accord. And yeah, so this huge push during the V-Word-19 pandemic is their last-ditch effort to really try and push this in, and they have to ride it as hard as they can, and then they will pivot. They will pivot from the V-Word-19 back to the climate in some way, because the V-Word-19 2019, that is coming towards an end of its traction, that they are able to squeeze every ounce of control and authoritarianism they can out of it. So it is soon they will be pivoting away to the climate change scam, as it were. So we need to be aware of this. We know these things are happening. Antoinette James has done some very good, she's written books. There's published authors who are very knowledgeable on these subjects, and I would encourage people to do some research. Do not follow me blindly. Yeah. Free thinking, critical thinking, trusting your own gut, your own instincts is what is required. This deference to power, deference to public servants is part of the reason we are in this type of situation where governments can able to control the people's movements and lock people down in an instant. So yeah, and this is a big reason why they need 9 more years. They were not able to execute their nefarious plan with the time frame they had given themselves. The light is ultimately more powerful than the dark. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have courage, speak your truth, support each other, have faith and have fun. Peace out. They will never take the green tea teams.
Oh, freedom!